What's up? What's
Oh
up?
my.
Good to see you guys. Good to be here. Welcome, 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 welcome. How many times am I going to say welcome? Welcome!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh, man. It's good to be here. I tell you, it is fantastic, actually, because yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh my.
But I'll tell you all about it. Even though it sucked, I've never. It's really amazing. And the older you get, the more experiences that you go through that you really just never, ever expect to go through. And then once you're in the throes of it, and you're the one making the decisions, and you're asking, "What do I do? What do I do?" And you just keep getting told, well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's nothing worse than being panicked and somebody just telling you, well, I don't know what to do, when you just want some advice. And sometimes people don't have that advice for you. One-Eyed Flo, good to see you. Proven spooky. Gwen, don't panic. Awesome to see as well. Let me. I've been away quite some time. I don't know how many days. I have no clue. I know today's Friday and it's somewhere around 7-ish, 30-ish. I just don't know. I've been discombobulated and. It's like every time in life you get a little traction and you're things are going well and, all that crap. Somehow, some way you get thrown, curveballs. Okay, it's Saturday. See, I told you I wasn't even close. Is it Saturday? I thought it was Friday. It might as well be Friday. I don't know. It's Saturday? Doesn't feel like a Saturday. I'm going to say it's Friday. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. I think it feels like a Friday to me. Doesn't feel like a Saturday. I don't care what anybody says. It's a Friday. Okay. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I gotta pop the chat out. One-Eyed Flo, it's my baby's birthday. Like you have like a baby baby? Is it a baby? Like a little baby? Little baby. Baby. Crank it up says it's my birthday. What's up? Crank it up. Please hit that like, share it out, so four more people can show up. And I was like, I need to do something. I need to go live. I need to do something, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing something, and it was BS's birthday yesterday. It's a Friday. I used to love that song. That's how bad I. Like music to me, I'd be like, yeah, I like that song. Like, why do you like that song? I was like, I don't know. I just do. Even though I didn't. I was getting gas yesterday. This is crazy. I was getting gas yesterday. So I stick my card in the terminal. I get the gas. I drive off. I'm going to pick up my to-go order of Chinese food. Super excited about that. Hadn't eaten in 2 days. I know what you're thinking. You're going, yeah, right, fat boy. There's no way that you didn't eat for 2 days. Well, I can certainly assure you that I went 2 days without eating and about 30 hours at least without sleeping. And yeah, so, I was excited to get the Chinese. Love Chinese food. And so I get the gas. I drive off. I get to my destination. I get there, and I can't find my card anywhere. Womp, womp, womp. So immediately I go, dude, because it's not one of those terminals when you put your card in there, it doesn't say, please take your card and then fill up gas. For some reason, it kept my card there until I was finished. So I just walked off without it. So I'm like, I know exactly where it is. I'm like 4 or 5 minutes from there. I'm driving my ass back there to go get the card. The gas station, I'm like, please let the gas station be empty. The gas station's empty. It's completely empty. And I show up and I go, oh my God, the gas station is empty, folks. The gas station is empty. I'm going to get my card. And then there's a white little Hyundai, little teeny bopper car filling up where I was filling up. Okay. There's like 10 pumps. There's 10 of them. 10 pumps. And that's where they were. Right there where I had filled up. So I can see that they're getting ready to take off. I pull in front of them like I'm a somebody and I say, hey, y'all seen a card here? Did you see a debit card left in that terminal? And she goes, yes. And I said, well, all right, good deal. She goes, we just chopped it up. I said, what? You did what? We chopped it up. And I threw it in the trash. And I said, what? You did what? Yeah, we chopped it up. You chopped it up. Yep. Why'd you do that? Well, okay. Chopped it up. Gown. And I swear. And she's like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. BS, thank you so much for gifting 5 Lab After Dark memberships. That's very kind of you. They chopped it up because they didn't think that whoever left it was coming back for it. So they chopped it up. They chopped the damn thing up and it was gone. Like, chopped it up, threw it away. And I even asked her, I said, I guess that's the right thing to do. But I was back 2 minutes. I missed her by 2 or 3 minutes. Then my next question was, as somebody who's just filling up with gasolina, why do you have scissors in your purse? Now, ladies, I've always been taught that when somebody says, can you get something out of my purse, whether it be your wife, girlfriend, sister, grandmother, whoever, that you don't dig into somebody's purse. However, you take the whole purse and you give it to them. And so I don't know what's in a purse. And ladies, maybe some of you can help me out. Is anybody keeping some scissors with them? I don't know. It's not, the thing about it is not fun. She chopped it up. I saw it in the trash. She told me, she goes, I chopped it up. I put it in the trash. I looked in the trash. It was there. It was in 100,000 pieces. She took time to chop it up. She enjoyed it. She liked it. This is the first time that she had ever found anything and she could use her stupid ass scissors. And she had scissors. I want to know, Do people carry scissors? Amy says, I do keep scissors in my car. One time, my daughter got tangled in her seatbelt, and I had to cut it. Okay, well, that makes sense. My car key is useless. My car is like, whatever. I mean, manicure scissors, what's that? I don't even know what that is. Okay, so people... Well, Gwen carries a gun, so Gwen could have shot the card to death if she wanted to. I carry a small... Look, this is all new to me. I'm completely fascinated by this scissor phenomenon that I didn't know about. So she cuts it up. She's like, and then her little friend's like, yeah, oh God, we're so sorry. And I was like, all right. I mean, and at that point, what are you going to do? Go, oh my God, and there was this like enormously like fat trucker dude. And when I say he was fat, like he wasn't like fat, but like his belly looked like, I'm not trying to belly shame because, people got belly, but this thing was a sight. I loved it. Like it looked like Santa's belly, but he was like laughing, and his belly was bouncing up and down while he was laughing. Pissed me off. Even he was like, wow, and I said, which side? Go, you what? You did what? You did what? So they did. They chopped it up. It was gone. And I don't know. Flipper. Is Flipper here? And I wanted to thank Flipper. Thank you. I did receive your Cash App, Flipper. Thank you very much for the $20 on Cash App. I received it earlier today. That was very kind of you, out of nowhere. Thank you. I wanted to just publicly thank you. It's very nice. But anyway, yeah. So she did. Gone. So that sucked a lot. Blue Eyes, what's the score of that game? Padlock, you get the envelope I sent you. Is that your prescription for anal warts? No, I didn't. I did not. I did not get your envelope with your prescription for anything. Sorry. I just said anal warts. I don't know why. But no, I didn't. Got to be up at 2:45. Just wanted to stop in and say hi, Josh, and everyone. Have a fun, great night. Thank you, BS. Appreciate you very much. Lots of ladies out here scissoring. I mean, that's just inappropriate. On every single level, that's inappropriate. But, do we expect anything less from Girth? No, we don't. The very first time I had this guy on my show, the first thing that he talks about is, I don't know, bad things. Nah, I'm good, Padlock. You don't have to hit me with anything. Thank you, though. I'm good. I definitely don't take, I'm not a Western Unioner, okay? So, there you go. Big orange one today. I know you guys are out there watching college football. Yeah. Yes. We expect that from Girth. We certainly do. Okay, so anyway, they chopped it up. That's really the end of the story. There's nothing more to do about it. You just go get a new debit card, deactivated it. But no, they didn't use it. I think they really thought what they did was correct. And it just seemed like they were really anxious to cut. Whatever, dude. Sucks. Hold on a second. So, anyway, yeah. Let me see. Was there anything else that we were going to get to tonight. Oh no, really? Sounds like ass. Why not just turn the card into the attendant? It wasn't. It's not a service station like that. It's just like it's just a fueling station. There's no gas station attendant. There's no nothing. You're on your own out there. You might as well be in the frozen tundra. You know what I'm saying? You're all alone. There's nobody to turn to. The closest thing is a Safeway across the street, which would be very handy in an apocalyptic type setting. The deli especially would come in handy. I did get my Chinese food. You know I got my Chinese food. You know I did. You know I got my Chinese. So there's such a thing as Apple Pay. Okay. But the whole problem was I couldn't use tap, the tappity tap, because I'm an Apple Pay kind of guy. I couldn't use the tap at the service station because it's got the little emblem that says you can tap it. However, underneath it says coming soon. So there you go. What's up, Ricky? Good to see ya. Jack. What's up, Jack? It's good to see you guys. I did get my food. Are you kidding? I was literally, and I'll tell you why. I hadn't eaten in 2 days. And once again, we can reset that by you saying, yeah, right, fat ass. We know you did, but I'm telling you, I didn't eat nothing for 2 days. And I was up straight for like 30 hours. Now, as many of you know, my little Otis, who has been struggling with an ear infection for, God, it's just been off and on, and he's just prone to them. And, the whole thing is a nightmare, to say the least. And I don't think that can be I don't think that can be overstated. It's been a nightmare. And I believed about a week ago that he was completely turning a corner. Otis hadn't walked in 9 days. He just hadn't. He couldn't. His vertigo reactivated. His panic set back in. And it was just a nightmare. And he couldn't walk. And he wouldn't eat. And I had been to the vet. And I had taken him to the vet 1 million times. We have 7 different medications. And it was just, when he came home from the vet, he was the last Tuesday. He spent the whole day at the hospital, the animal hospital. And then after that, hold on 1 second. All right. So after that, he was doing good, and he was kind of walking a little bit and doing some stuff. And then he wasn't anymore. And his condition seemed to get worse. So I was like, okay, well, let's get this medicine going, get him antibiotics, all this stuff. And that's what we did. I don't know if you guys remember, but you remember the horse tranquilizer? That comes into play here. The horse trank comes into play in a major, major way. So here it is. he was not, he was being very picky about taking his pills. I believe his mouth was hurting. He wouldn't take the pills. He kept spitting them out. I tried to do the pill popper. And in the midst of the pill popper, when my son and I were trying to force these antibiotics down his throat, I believe it was Wednesday night. I don't even know what today is. And he resisted and he didn't want to open his mouth. And the pills, obviously he has to take them. He resisted so much and was so upset that he flopped, he spun, and he completely went into a complete panic again, just like he did with the vet. Complete panic. We're talking shaking, hyperventilation, overheating, and it got rough fast, and it got serious fast, and he got hot fast. And I grab a big floor fan. I grab an ice pack. I take him to a room. I, put the fan on him. I'm icing him. And he's just having a panic attack. And I just want him to calm down. So he wouldn't. And I didn't want to give him any tranquilizers. I didn't want to give him any of that. But I don't think I had a choice. So, knowing that he wasn't going to eat anything, I took that ooze, that green ooze, okay, and I put it in the side of his cheek. I squirted it in there, and it took about an hour. And he calmed down, and he slept. But then he woke up in the middle of the night, and we did it again. And we did it all night. I'd get him calmed down, he'd heat back up. I'd get him calmed down. He'd heat back up. I'd get him calmed down. Heat back up. It's just a never-ending cycle. I laid in the floor for 4 days with him. I slept next to him. I sat in his pee. He sat in mine. And I talked to him, but his eyes were gone again. They just weren't there. And it carried on into the next day. Exhaustion. I couldn't eat. I was so upset. I was so pissed off. Because it was just like, please, just take the medicine. I did not understand why. Or, why he wouldn't take the medicine. I mean, I guess I know. I guess I know now what I should have expected. However, it just was a terrible, terrible thing. So finally, after, I think it was 3 doses over the course of about 30 hours, multiple ice packs, multiple overheatings, multiple everything. And he regressed bad. He was worse than ever. I'd never seen him that bad. And I just didn't know what to do. However, and here's the thing too, when this stuff is going on and people are like, you got to do something, that's what my kids were telling me. my sister, my grandma. They're like, you got to do something. You got to do something. And I'm literally telling them, what do I do? You tell me what I'm supposed to do, because I don't know what to do anymore except try to get him better. I don't know what to do. I am so confused. I need help, because I feel like he's gonna die if I that's just how I felt. And it was the worst. And they kept saying, you got to do something, you got to do something, you got to do something. So I did. I laid out a bed in the floor. I got fans, ice packs, medicine, and we wrote it out together. Me, Macho, and Otis together. And I got to tell you that Macho actually did help. He absolutely tried to calm him, and I think it helped. But I said, nobody's coming to save us. It's just not going to happen. They're going to do the same thing at the vet that I'm doing. Nobody's coming to save us, okay? And people, as you come in, please hit the like. So nobody was coming to save us, and which is, because I had the tranquilizers, I had the antibiotics, and at this point I had gotten steroids for him. Macho would actually go up to his face and lick his face and then like rest his head on him, and I believe that Otis actually did like it. So like I said, I didn't know what to do. I had no clue, except, you know what, we're just going to ride this out, and what's going to happen is going to happen. I'm not going to let the guy suffer, but, I'm not giving up on him by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't want him suffering, and he's just miserable, and we're just going to do whatever we can. So I couldn't fall asleep because I was scared that if I fell asleep and he woke up and he started doing his thing, and if I didn't wake up, that he wasn't going to calm down on his own. The whole thing was a nightmare. So I stayed up, and I just watched him, and I pet him, and I just sat there in the floor for a good 14, 15 hours. I would take a washcloth and I would pet him with the washcloth, the ice pack on his belly when he would overheat, and at one point it was just like, just hang on, because, and I kept saying, we're going to turn a corner at some point. I kept telling Peyton and Ronell that we're going to turn a corner. I know it. I just know we're going to turn a corner here. We have to turn. Guy wouldn't walk. He wouldn't do anything. He would spin in a circle and then fall down. Wasn't going to the bathroom. He wasn't doing anything. And I was convinced that this was not going to end well. And it honestly, in all sincerity, felt like hell on earth. And I don't wish that upon anybody. Watching your dog suffer is probably one of the worst feelings that you can really experience. I don't know. There was nothing I could tell him. You guys know how it is. You have pets, I'm not telling pet people anything they don't know. And so there it was. And it was really overwhelming. And I promise you, I'm not going to get emotional because I don't want to be called a crybaby bitch and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not. I can be a real hard ass if I need to. But it was completely overwhelming. Again, it was just awful. Again, this is the third time. And we're going to knock this infection out this time. He's on a 6-week strong antibiotic. We got cultures. We did everything. So we have the cultures. We have the blood work. We have everything that we need to fight this. And he had no fight in him. He had to be carried everywhere. He had to, he just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He just was gone. He couldn't focus his eye, the whole thing, man. You know, it sucks. You know, you could tell that his nerve was affected in his eye and you know, all that stuff. And yes, so was it Wednesday night into Thursday night, it was bad. And then all of a sudden, after, you know, he started taking his medicine with food. He started drinking water. He started trying to eat. It was still hard. It's still hard for him to eat. And yesterday, there was no more panic. He stopped panicking. He stopped freaking out. He still couldn't walk, but there was no more panics. And he was cool, you know. But he wasn't walking still. But the panic was gone. I had to use that horse tranquilizer 3 times to get him calm, to slow his heart rate, because it wasn't good for his heart. The whole thing was a friggin' nightmare. So here we go. Last night, this little thing, this little guy, this little feller here, who is nothing more than a bundle of love and nuisance when he's right. And by the way, I'll tell you this, tomorrow, actually, I'll save that. All of a sudden, I'm watching him. He's on the couch and he starts to, oh, no, wait, no, this, okay. How I was, so much happened. I'm sorry. The way that I was getting him water was through a syringe, because he like, if he would try and lap the water up, he would almost fall into it. So I had to get a syringe and give him water through the side of his mouth, and he was taking it. Finally, all of a sudden, as I'm doing it, he clamps down on it for the first time. Just like that. I said, what the hell? What are you? He just goes, oh my God, must be the steroids. Clamps right on. I said, give it back. He wouldn't give it back, which is standard operating procedure for Otis. He's not much of a giver backer. You know what I mean? He's not much of a giver backer. When he takes something, he takes it. So I was like, son of a bee, give me the damn thing. And finally, I got it from him. And it was so funny. He hisses. Yeah, he still hisses. Yeah. He was doing it the other day, too. Let me see. So anyway, he's hissing away. He's, whatever. So I get it from him, and it's on the arm of the couch, and it's late at, like, we're getting ready to go to bed, and I told him, like, hey man, like, you need to go to sleep. I put him on the couch, and all of a sudden it's dark, and I see this fat little shit army crawling across the couch very slowly, looking over to make sure that I'm not paying attention to him. Very, very slowly, he starts to crawl. And then I hear and I said, you little son of a gun. He wanted that syringe. He crawled from one end of the couch to the other, turns around slowly, walks back to where he was, lays down. I flick the light on, and I'm not even kidding. As soon as I flick the light on, he tucks his head in like this, so I can't see what he has. That's a move that he does. He tucked his head, and I said, what do you got? So I walked over there, and I grabbed, and I said, give me that. He gave me a good fight again. He's like, no, this is mine. All right. So I'm like, yeah, I think you're feeling better. Go to bed. I take it from him. I don't know where I put it. However, somehow by the morning, it ended up on the floor again. And in the morning, he was army crawling towards the syringe again. Did it again. Couldn't believe it. I was just like, what do you, like, why are you, this is what you're going to put your energy into? Like, you were almost dead like 4 times this week. So I said, you know what? I don't care. Have the stupid syringe, whatever makes you happy, bud. Basically, that was what I told him. Like, hey man, it's all good. And Five Summers Truth, good to see you. So anyway, this morning, I wake up and he is now, Otis has been walking the entire day. He's been eating. He's been getting into stuff. He's having, his balance is really good. And everything is going to be fine. I've had Otis since he was basically able to leave his mom at a very, very young age. Him and Macho, like so many of us, our dogs, our pets mean a lot to us. And I'm no different. And, I feel blessed. You know, he's inside and he's probably asleep. His little body has been through it, but he's okay. He's going to be okay. He was doing great today. He took his antibiotic. He'll take his steroids. He'll do everything. Terry T, good to see you. And Terry, I believe Terry sent a Cash App the other day. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to be able to say I'm just really terrible about that because I don't check while the show's on. So I just wanted to say thank you, Terry T. Not me. Okay. Well, thanks again, Terry T. Anyway, I don't know. So yeah, he's doing fine now, but it was awful. It sucks. It sucked, but you know, he's my responsibility, and so there it was. That's where I've been. It's just been up and down, back and forth, left to right. Terry B. Yeah, okay. Did you know that drop ear dogs, certain breeds are prone to chronic ear infections? Yeah. Was it holy water in the syringe? We all know he digs that. No, he doesn't dig the holy water. I thought when I first got Otis that he was cursed. Or no, sorry, that he didn't worship God, that he worshiped the occult. Irrational thought, but that's what I thought. Wasn't true, whatever. But yeah, the holy water was what I bought off of Amazon. And we were going to do a seance because he did go through this thing where he chewed up my grandma's Bible that was given to her by the pastor that officiated the service for my grandfather when he passed away, her husband of, 30, 40 years. And Otis decided to shred it. And then I saw him make a pentagram with his toys once and pissed right in the middle of the circle or pentagram or whatever. And I, at one point, thought that he was possessed. Did you yell at your old vet yet? I haven't had the energy, but I will at some point. Not much of a yeller, but yeah. So that's what happened. I mean, dead serious. It's just like, I thought that he may have been part of the occult, but he wasn't, and my mistake. That was my mistake. What a good dog, and I love him so much. I really do. He's so wonderful. And I missed him and his little fat face. He's doing better, and you know, as I'm caught up in that kind of stuff, I start getting these messages when, you know, a couple days go by. Josh, are you okay? And like I am online and on the internet, and however, it truly doesn't dominate my day. I wish and I want to stream more, and I will stream more. I've been hit with circumstances. I take care of a lot of people. I take care of a lot of things. I have a lot of people that I'm responsible for. A lot of people that I'm responsible for. And at the same time, my grandma battling another infection as well, but she's going to be fine as well. But anyway, that's what I've been doing, and it's been awful, but the payoff has been huge. It was a white knuckle ride. I didn't eat for 2 days because I couldn't. I didn't have an appetite. I thought my dog was surely checking out. My grandmother thought that he was checking out. Peyton, Ronell. I mean, we all kind of felt like this is gonna take a Herculean effort. And Peyton and Ronell were very helpful. However, at the end of the day, they go to bed and have things to do and Thank you, BC Proud. I appreciate that. Glitters Forever says, we like that you take care of your responsibilities over YouTube. It really shows your character. And the thing about it is too, and it's all like, I say, families first, but like at the same time, I feel like this is a part of my family as well. You guys are a part of my family. I share a lot of my life with you, probably more than I should, but I do it because I don't I don't mind. It's kind of part of what we do. It's kind of part of, doing public shows and talking publicly that, that's what you do. I don't mind doing that. It sucks when it comes back to bite you in the ass, but at this point I don't care anymore about that. Because who cares what anybody on the internet thinks, especially when it's negative, because there's a lot of negativity, but there's also a lot of positivity. A lot of positivity. So, thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. Your support and your kindness, it means a lot. It doesn't go unnoticed. Your messages don't go unnoticed. Your emails don't go unnoticed. None of it does. Like I said, I just have a lot going on. Jess G says, Linda, did you guys break up? We did not break up at all. I don't think we've ever broken up. I don't know. I don't think we did we? No, of course not. Love of Scorpio says, I really enjoy you, Josh. We're a family. You're stuck with us supporting you. I appreciate it. I remember Otis was little and driving you crazy. I know. So naughty. So naughty. He really is. He's just a bad, bad boy. Hey, Josh, welcome back. I'm late. Going back to the beginning. Spirit Seekers. Modus. Keeping it, he keeps it. It's just weird, man. But he's the cutest little thing ever. I think. I don't know. Is he? Possibly. He's a lovely dog. Macho too, by the way. And I want to tell you this about Macho. Macho was extremely comforting, and Macho was extremely concerned and very, very, very protective of Otis the whole time. The funniest thing was, I'll never forget when I could hear him in Nellie's room, my youngest son, and he was saying like, hey, he was like, hey, give me that back. So Otis went in there and grabbed something. He's like, give me that back. Give me that back. Give me that back. And he goes, come here. And all of a sudden you hear him go, "Why do you got to do everything bad?" Just like that. It was true. I don't know why he has to do everything bad. He just does. That's his thing. He loves to be bad. And it's cute, but, he's bad, but he's good. And I've said this before, he's my little barking child of God. That's exactly what he is. And he's as important to me as anything. And so is Macho. All my critters are naughty. It's a good thing. They're cute. You ain't telling me. Let's see. My cat is making biscuits on my stomach. I feel like a little insulted. I used to love it when Josh would come live and Otis had done something naughty. I never used to chat, but I would laugh. Yeah, because he's. I remember Josh saying that Otis was peeing in his car seat. Yeah, he does that a lot. He loves to pee in his car seat. Yeah, those were many more good days to come. He's doing great. He really is. I mean, he turned a major corner. That's what I kept saying. I kept telling Ronell. I kept telling Peyton. I kept telling my grandmother. I kept telling my sister. And they were like, Josh, you have to go. You have to take him back in. I had been to the vet twice. She knew everything that was going on. There was nothing to do. Nothing. They would have done the same exact thing that I was doing. I almost hooked him up to my grandmother's CPAP machine, but it didn't fit him. My daughter just got a new dog, a toy Australian Shepherd. Those are smart dogs. He's darling and naughty. Yes. Shocker. That's cute. The Bible was the worst. I mean, especially with my trepidation of, the rapture and stuff. I was like, dude, Otis just made sure that we are not getting resurrected. Oh. But I was wrong, so. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. That is what it is, huh? Here we are. 9 days later. I mean, the guy that couldn't walk for 9 days. It's just tragic. It's just been tragic. But on the up and up, it's kind of one of those things where in life, in general, really, when you do these things and you go through these situations, it's you do feel alone, even if there are people around. And I did. I felt alone. I felt alone, but I wasn't alone, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. The vertigo paralyzing for him. Yeah, he is a champ. Try to get some rest, Josh. You've been through the ringer. It's been rough. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I want a small zoo because I can't say no to my kids and I can't leave a stray behind. They seem to find me if I don't find them. I love that. It makes you more thankful for him in the end. Yeah, it actually does. It's weird because it kind of does. He absolutely he wanted me. He wanted to be near me. He wanted me to try and help him. And I was. And I knew that he wanted to be next to me because he's my dog. I mean, he sleeps next to me every single night. He has since, I don't know, was he 6 weeks old? But here's the thing. I wanted to tell you guys this. And just in time, tomorrow, Otis turns 2 years old. Tomorrow is Otis's birthday. And he's going to be here to celebrate another one. And in decent shape. And I just didn't think that we were going to get that. And I'm glad that we have, that we will. So. 2 years. Where's the time go? I don't know. I'm animal poor now. Yeah, telling me about it. You're telling me about it. Thank you, Love of Scorpio. Yeah. Happy birthday to Otis. The cutest little thing you've ever seen. You guys have a good night. Thanks.
We're live on the air, so don't say any F's and...
BS, thank you for gifting the memberships. Once again, Flipper, thank you.
Oh my.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh my.
You got Aiden Dennis, dog. Dodie Devon, dog. Sir Hale, dog. He scored 5 touchdowns against Southside. RJ Hope, dog. Sam Kale, I didn't even know he played running back, and he's a dog. Evan Linker, man, dog. And then Quentin Roach, he plays baseball, but he gets after it. Quentin Roach is a dog.